Centuries before famed kings and queens ruled Europe, long before palaces and monuments were built honoring royals, before European nations exerted imperialistic rule throughout the globe, before Europe's first universities were built, and even before Europeans took regular baths, the Moors, black people hailing from wealthy and powerful North and West African civilizations, had a firm stronghold over much of Europe, introducing civilization and culture to a mostly barbaric, uncivilized world. This was when black people ruled the world. The term Moor was first used by Greeks in reference to the peoples of ancient African nations and empires. Derived from the word mavro, meaning black, blackened, or charred, the Greeks originally used this word to refer to anyone of a darker skin complexion. As the term was translated first into Latin, then English, by the Middle Ages, people of African descent were known throughout the Middle East and West simply as the Moors. The year 711 brought about sweeping changes for the continent of Europe. It was during that year that the Moors invaded Spain, bringing with them many aspects of civilization we now consider to be solely European. Under the leadership of Tariq Ziyad al-Jabral, Moors crossed what is now known as the Strait of Gibraltar and defeated the Visigoths, thereby gaining control over much of Spain. Under Moorish rule, the territory came to be known as Al-Andalus. For 40 years, Moorish rule was volatile in the conquered territory. However, in 755, Abd ar-Rahman established himself as king in Cordoba. During his 32-year reign, Rahman purchased the Christian-owned section of the St. Vincent Church and commissioned the construction of the Mezquita Mosque in 785. When the mosque was completed 200 years later, the Mezquita was established as the second most important place of worship in the Muslim faith. As the Middle Ages progressed, the Moors' influence expanded all across Europe. According to historical documents and artifacts, the Moorish kings and queens reigned over kingdoms as far as present-day France and Germany. Along with the spread of their rule, the Moors brought advancements in math, agriculture and irrigation, physics, astronomy, philosophy, and medicine. Based on paintings and artifacts from that era, we know Moors held positions in the military and royal courts and were even known to be members of respected knighthoods. In 1479, the Spanish, under the rule of Fernando and Queen Isabella, merged the kingdoms of Castile and Aragon, which prompted the fall of Moor-owned Granada. After over 700 years of Moorish rule across Spain, the Moors had been defeated and ousted by the Spanish. The Moors were a powerful, respected people who ruled and brought civilization to Europe. Yet their stories of conquest and achievement are to this day foreign to most of their descendants. Stories of great kings and queens, momentous battles, and the construction of grand monuments are largely left out of the history taught in schools. The Moors' legacy provides the world with a stronger appreciation for the people of Moorish descent.